You've got an awesome idea. You've even learned just enough code to bring it to life. You've mapped out the whole execution like a general planning the final siege. You sit down, Red Bull in one hand, coffee in the other, code editor glowing like destiny itself. You type, you build, you tweak. Something begins to take shape. But then, boom. Everything breaks. The layout explodes like a clumsy spell in Hogwarts. Your beautiful idea? It's now a broken mess across every screen size. Been through that madness? Yeah, me too. It's not just frustrating, it is soul-crushing. Because how are we ever going to build our dream products, let alone make our millions, if they don't even work on a phone? What's the point of learning code if you can't make something you're proud to show off? Not just working, but working everywhere. Therefore, we need to talk. This video is about one truth that most beginners ignore. Learning responsive design in CSS is way more important than rushing into JavaScript. Trust me, stick with me till the end, because I'm not just going to rant about it, I'm going to give you the simplest exercise you can do right after this, so you'll not only understand responsive design, you'll own it. Yep, that's the magic. 1 hour from now, you won't just know it, you'll be executing it. You'll be the kind of coder whose creations bend and flex like elegant spells across screens, across devices. Let's make the web your playground. Let's make your products sing on every screen. And hey, this time, maybe skip the Red Bull. Magic works better when your heart's not jittering. But before we dive in, I want to hit pause for a moment, because we need to talk about something crucial. Something most people skip. Why responsive design is the first thing you should master in coding. Let me tell you why. You can write the cleanest JavaScript code in the galaxy. You can stitch together a backend so smart it makes ChatGPT look like a toddler. You can even sprinkle in AI like digital fairy dust, but if your site looks like trash on a phone, users will bounce faster than rubber ball dunked in espresso. Here's the brutal truth. Over 80% of web traffic today comes from mobile. So if your app breaks on a 6-inch screen, it might as well not exist. Invisible, forgotten, left to haunt the graveyard of unresponsive dreams. Therefore, it doesn't matter how clever your code is. If it doesn't look good everywhere, nobody sticks around long enough to care. You want to stand out? You want that portfolio that pops? You want freelance gigs, SaaS ideas, dream clients banging on your inbox like it's Black Friday? Then responsive design in CSS is not optional. It's your golden key. Not just a nice to have, but a non-negotiable. A compulsion if you're serious about this craft. Because it unlocks everything else in your coding journey. Without it, you're building castles on sand. With it, you build worlds that work anywhere. So, shall we finally do this right? Now, first up, make a big goddamn headline. One that screams for attention. Let it take all the space like it's diva of your layout. But hold up, don't worry about perfection. Your project doesn't have to look like it just walked out of an Apple keynote. It just needs to work, because this isn't about fancy, this is about fast. This is how you learn responsiveness immediately. Next step, slap in a temporary photo gallery underneath. Make it decent in height, decent in width, enough that it covers the whole screen. No need for Instagram aesthetics. You're not auditioning for a design award. You're just building muscle. Don't chase perfection. Now, when you're designing it, ditch the pixels. Seriously, toss them out of the window. Use REM instead. Why REM, you ask? Well, we could write PhDs on this. We could light a lifetime on fire arguing about it on Reddit. Or I could just save you 10 years with one simple truth. Use REM instead of pixels because REM scales with the root font size, making your layout more responsive and accessible across devices. By accessible, I mean your content respects people's needs, like visual impairments. Because your design shouldn't just look good, it should work for everyone. Next, once your base layout is ready, add media queries. Here's the trick, scale your site in and see where it breaks. That's your cue. Every break is a whisper from the universe saying, hey buddy, time for a media query. But here's the magic part. When you're writing those media queries, don't use pixels. Don't even use REM, use M. Why? Pixel doesn't scale when users zoom or change browser font size. It disrespects accessibility. REM has some weird browser bugs. Yes, still, even in 2025. M, it's the golden mean. Reliable, scalable, backed by all major browsers, like the friend who never flicks. And these breakpoints have to be calculated in M. So how do you calculate breakpoints in M? Easy. Whenever your layout breaks, check the width in pixels. Say it's 1728 pixels. Divide that by 16. Boom, you get 108 M. Use that in your media query. No wizardry, just simple math. And that's it. Every time your design throws a tantrum, you throw a media query back at it. In my case, when the headline broke, I shrank it just enough to fit. When the image gallery cracked, I adjusted the grid. From 6 columns, I made it to 3 columns. From 3 columns, I made it to 2 columns. That's it. That's the dance. You learn to listen to your layout. You respond, you adjust, you design. So go build it, break it, fix it, repeat. And before you know it, you won't just know responsive design, you'll live it, you'll breathe it, and your code will finally feel like it belongs on every screen in the multiverse. Mic drop. Thank you.